Hello and welcome to BitBoy Crypto. I am your host, BitBoy. We make videos on this channel every single day. We would love for you to be part of it. We call our community the Bit Squad. All you got to do, click that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and make sure to engage with us in the comment section, because if you do, we're giving away $500 worth of Bitcoin. Check out the video description below for the contest details. So today, we are going to be looking at my top 7 cryptocurrencies for August 2018, starting here in a couple of days. And I want to share some of my thoughts I have. I think there's one general feeling about this month coming up that is going to kind of permeate through each one of my picks. So we're going to go over each one of those. But before we do, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Make sure to do your own research. Don't buy these just because I say they're a good pick. These are what I think. I'm investing in some of these over the next month, but in my personal opinion, these are good picks. Okay, so let's go over what is currently going on in the crypto landscape, because this is very important. So right now, there's a lot of money pouring into Bitcoin, and the price of Bitcoin is going up right now as we speak, but Bitcoin dominance is also rising. So what is happening is people are putting money into Bitcoin in anticipation for the approval of an ETF that will be coming next month. So that's good for Bitcoin. That's bad for altcoins. We could have some kind of spring forward, and I believe if Bitcoin does go up, the altcoins will go up with it, but maybe not at the same rate that we've seen recently. But what we could see is we could see people taking profits out of Bitcoin as the price rises and then putting them back into alts. But basically, I'm judging my crypto picks this month on the fact the money's pouring into Bitcoin. So one pick that I have that's a little separate from that conversation that I will put at number 7 is Dash. So Dash stands for digital cash. It's a cryptocurrency that I really like. I've really got to know their mobile wallet very well. I've had, some members of their community have sent me some tips, and that's been really, really nice. But through those people sending those tips, I've learned how good the mobile wallet is, how fast it is, how easy it is to receive, to send, and things like that. So I really like this project. I really like the ease of it. Now, why do I put them at number 7 when I'm telling you guys that people are putting money into Bitcoin and it's going to rise, and that's a similar concept? It's a store of value the same way that Dash is, because I expect a lot of the store of value coins to drop. Well, first of all, Dash has kind of been in the news. Their team has been out speaking. I think they spoke at the UK Parliament recently, which is good for their marketing. But Dash has one thing that Bitcoin doesn't have, which is privacy. They have a privacy option. Now, there are some people that dispute and throw FUD on their privacy option to send money and say that it doesn't actually work. I'm not technical enough to tell you which camp is correct. I've got people on the Dash side that say that that's just FUD and it's absolutely not true, and then other people that say it is. So I'll let you do your own research on that, and I won't make a personal opinion because, like I said, I don't know enough about the technical side of sending something privately to know if it's traceable or not. But what we're seeing is an attack on privacy coins everywhere. We saw, Japan banned a bunch of privacy coins, and Dash was included in that. But the one thing that Dash has that these other, store value coins don't is that Dash is so much more than just a privacy coin. Whereas you look at something like Monero, and it's strictly a privacy coin, I can see in the future is Japan ban Monero, other countries joining in and banning privacy coins. Well, but Dash offers so much more. And you have to click on an option to do the private send, is what they call it on their wallet. So because of that, I think that a lot of people might move from these other specific privacy coins over to Dash. So it's definitely something to watch, and we could start seeing that as soon as this month. So that's my outside of the box pick for this month to see it do well. If you're in the Dash community, my friends, the Coin Boys, are doing a poll right now on Twitter for who for doing a coin review. They call it the coin of the show, and Dash is one of those picks. So if you're on Twitter, you might want to look that up. At Coinboys Podcast, I believe, is their Twitter handle, and go vote for Dash and see if they'll talk about it on their podcast, which would be pretty cool. So the rest of my picks are all due to the fact that everybody's investing in Bitcoin for the ETF approval possibly next month. So I've got Ethereum Classic and ZRX coming in at number 6 and number 5 respectively. The reason why I'm including those is that when you're looking at altcoins for August, you have to look outside of the box. You can't look at something that is going to be just a regular run-of-the-mill coin. You have to look at something that's going to have some kind of benefit for why it could do well this month in spite of everything that's going on with Bitcoin. And I would pick Ethereum Classic and ZRX because I believe those are the first two that are going to be listed on Coinbase. Now, whether or not they actually get listed on Coinbase or not this month is beside the point. The point is that both of these, well, ZRX specifically is very rumor driven, and ZRX has had a much bigger pump than the other Coinbase possible additions. And so with Ethereum Classic and ZRX, with the news or with the prospects of them possibly going on Coinbase very soon, they could receive pumps larger than the other additions. And the general consensus that I've seen is that they have a great chance to be listed together as the first two on Coinbase. And because of that, we may see the price jump. So very interesting to follow both of these projects. Of course, I'm very bullish on ZRX specifically. Now, Ethereum Classic has a lot of good stuff about it, and obviously with Coinbase announcing it is a separate edition, and it's the only one that's guaranteed to go on. It's got some benefits too, but ZRX, I love it. I'm going to do a video where I talk about top 10 cryptocurrencies for 2019, so people can go ahead and start thinking about what the markets are going to look like at that point. And ZRX is probably going to be one of the top ones that I do, because as the world moves to decentralized exchanges from centralized exchanges, it just like today, the Waves decentralized exchange was hacked somehow. So something ran on the ZRX protocol is probably going to get a big boost, more than the current decentralized exchanges we have that are not running on that protocol. So I think it's just going to be so important in the future for decentralized exchanges and cryptocurrency that I think ZRX has long-term prospects. But for August specifically, I think Ethereum Classic and ZRX could break the mold. So coming in at number 4, number 3, and number 2, I'm grouping them together, are Binance Coin, Huobi Token, and Bibox Token. So these are the current 3 largest exchange tokens. So why have I chosen exchange tokens? Well, the reason for this would be as Bitcoin is going up and altcoins are kind of staying level and not moving up with it, a lot of people are going to want to be investing their money into something that is going to be able to hold value. So you could, of course, do Tether, but the exchange tokens are also a way that people convert their current holdings into the exchange tokens because they hold their value pretty well. And not only that, but the more people that jump into exchanges, they are incentivized to use the tokens. So that's why those tokens, like Binance Coin, is pretty much broken away from the Bitcoin chart. And I think that Huobi Token and Bibox Token both are also pretty close behind to totally decoupling from Bitcoin. And for that reason, they're not really dependent on what Bitcoin is doing. So that's why I think that these 3 picks are all really good picks for the month of August. So, and you also have to think, like, whenever somebody tethers or uses a stable coin, that there is an exchange fee with that. And that fee is paid usually by the exchange token if someone holds it. So that means that there's going to be a lot of movement of those tokens. So those are 3 picks that I think will do good for August. So number 1, there's no question about it in my mind. The number 1 cryptocurrency for August is going to be Bitcoin. Now, if it gets to the middle of the month, around the 16th, when people are expecting a possible announcement, and we don't get that announcement, or there is, let's say, an announcement that it will be at a later time, then we could see the price plummet. But I don't think we'll see that. I think in August we will either get an answer on the ETFs, or people will still be on the edge of their seat waiting for it. Kind of like in December and January when people were thinking Ripple was going to go on Coinbase, and that just seemed to extend out further and further. People rode that thing all the way up, and it wasn't until Brian Armstrong came out from Coinbase and said it's not going on, or he actually said that they had not made any decisions about any cryptocurrency definitely going onto Coinbase. That's when the price started dumping, and that was also the exact moment that the crash began. Once again, as I always point out, the crash was not caused by that announcement from Brian Armstrong regarding XRP on Coinbase, but the crash was caused because things were overbought and overvalued, but that was the catalyst that started the tumble. So because of all that, you know, the fact that Brian Armstrong had to come out and say and make an announcement basically that Ripple was not going to go on Coinbase anytime soon, I think with this ETF decision, even if it doesn't come in August, people will anticipate it any day. And as long as that anticipation is there and no one comes down and squelches that and says, oh, there will be no decision until February, or it gets disapproved, I think the price will continue to pump. And I think we will probably, by the time the ETF decision happens, we will be over a 50% Bitcoin dominance. And I believe if it is approved, we might go up to as far as 60%. So for me personally, in my own portfolio, the part of my portfolio that was not hacked, even though a lot of people are just telling me I was stupid and I was phished, like, yes, it's true. I did kind of hand over my information. If you haven't seen that video, then I'll put it up here where I explain how the EOS gas airdrop scam phished me, and they hacked into my Ether wallet and yada, 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 which, by the way, the community has been really, really great about. I really appreciate all the comments. People have given me some donations. I have some donation links below. I'm not shilling, I'm not begging for donations. But if you want to donate to my hack fund, it's down there. I lost about $2,400. I lost 2004 ZRX, which is my favorite. And if you watch our channel regularly, you know that. I'm not saying ZRX is going to do this well this month just because I'm a big holder in it. It's because I'm a big believer in it, and that's why I hold a lot of ZRX. But I did hold more before I got hacked. But, you know, all of that withstanding, for me personally, this month, I'm investing more of my portfolio, my current portfolio, and new fiat I'm putting into Bitcoin right now because I do expect it to have a pretty big rise. I think we'll probably see $9,000 by the end of August with Bitcoin. I think that's almost a safe bet. I believe we could get as high as 10 to 11. We get the ETF announcement that's approved. I mean, we'll go to 13, 14, 15 pretty quick, I believe. I don't know what it'll do after that, but I think those are kind of some realistic targets. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching this video. I appreciate the community. You can become a member of the Bit Squad. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. Until next time, BitBoy out.